Hey guys, how's it going? So, I've been thinking about something that crosses my mind quite a bit, which is do I replay a game that I missed, that I want to play again, that I'm like, man, I can't even remember a lot about it. I remember that I loved it. There's a lot of games that fall into this category for me. Um, and it's really tough because this is how I am with a lot of media. Like when I find a movie that I really, really like, generally I'll watch the movie probably three, four times, in a short amount of time, because I get so much more out of it every time, and I really enjoy doing that. It's a lot harder when it comes to a JRPG, which can be anywhere from 30 to 200 hours. Um, and especially, it's really tough because there are games that I haven't played that I also want to get into that look really amazing. Um, so this is something that's really tough for me. Like lately, I've been really missing Chrono Cross. I haven't played Chrono Cross in years, and I love that game so much. It's in my top five RPGs of all time. Um, it's funny because Chrono Trigger I really really like. Also, I've actually played Chrono Trigger more times though than Chrono Cross, just because it's a little bit quicker. I can get through it in less time. It doesn't feel like quite as much of a investment, and I also have Chrono Trigger on the 3DS, so the portable aspect makes it a little bit easier. Um, but yeah, I miss Chrono Cross. I really want to play it, but at the same time, like I have all these other games that are critically acclaimed and people just absolutely love them and say that you need to play those, and and especially because I'm into collecting, so I come across things that I see as a good deal or something that I want to own for sure, and I know that eventually I'll get to all these things, but at the same time, there's new games on the horizon. I mean, Horizon Zero Dawn is coming soon, like February, I believe. The new Zelda Breath of the Wild is going to be in March. And these are not short games. These are not like quick get in, get out, power through. These are going to be big time commitments. So um, here I thought that I would list some of the games that I own that I haven't played yet. Um, that I definitely want to and need to. Here I have Lunar Silver Star Story Complete. I love this packaging. It comes with a little cloth map in it. It also came with a strategy guide, which I love and think is really cool. So I've heard so many good things about that. I've looked up so many reviews. So many people just rave about the game. It's such a classic. It originally came out on the Sega CD. People just love the game. People who love games that I love that game. I know that I need to play that game. I want to play it so bad. But do I play Chrono Cross or do I play that? And then like coming down the pipe, there's other games that I know that I want to play. Knights of the Old Republic. People go crazy talking about this game. People that I know, people who just are on the internet and talk about games, people who I really respect their opinion about games, like love this game. So, do I just drop everything else and play Knights of the Old Republic? I don't really know. Meanwhile, right now I'm just playing Skyrim, like Skyrim, and then occasionally like fun side games like Soul Calibur or Hydro Thunder, Mario with Ashley sometimes. But what I'm actually playing is Skyrim. So, another game that I would love to get into, I just did my video on Persona Q, and here's Persona 4, which I own for the PlayStation 2, and this is an awesome game apparently. Like, people just go crazy about it. Persona 5 is on the horizon, and I'm like, I would like to be in on that, but at the same time, like, I just have so many other things to play. The Mass Effect series, haven't even touched these yet. There's three of them. I have two and three. I was actually looking for number one, and apparently that was only released as a digital copy, so that really sucks. There is a like thing that they released with all three in the same bundle, which it comes as a hard copy, but that is like $30 versus like these were like $5, So plus I'd be rebuying these two games just to have that one as a hard copy. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do about that. If I might just do the digital download, even though I hate doing digital or anything. I like hard copies of games. But I may just do that, and then if I ever happen to see the hard copy for cheap, I'll just buy it then. Um, so here's a couple other games that are um, kind of in a weird in-between spot, and you'll know why when I show it. So I got Final Fantasy IV for the DS. This is a remake of the game that includes some cutscenes, some voice acting. It's totally redone in 3D world. Final Fantasy IV, I've played 2 times, I believe. I played it once on the original PlayStation a long time ago. That was the hard version of the game, and it was really, really hard. Like, I remember at the end of the game, I had to grind for about 10 hours just to beat the last boss. And that was kind of rough because when I did, it didn't feel so. It felt a little anticlimactic, and I was like, did I really just do that? But, I also have a real problem with not finishing a game, so no matter what kind of pains and miseries, like, most of the time I will push through. Sometimes I don't follow my rule, and then it eats away at me for literally years, knowing that I never actually finished the game. But I did finish that game, obviously. And then I also own Final Fantasy IV, the complete edition on the PSP, which I played probably 3 years ago. Super, super good. I went back and I replayed all the main Final Fantasy games that I really loved, which is basically 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I played 12 and 13 and 13 too. Um, so, anyways, yeah, that was a whole lot of replaying, and I loved every minute of it. The funny thing about a Final Fantasy game is every time that I play one, I think that it's my favorite in the series. So it's really, really tough. Yeah, picking a favorite. But anyways, all that to say, that's off topic. Bringing me back here to Final Fantasy IV, the remake. I've heard awesome things about it. I want to play it. So this is kind of like playing a new game, and it's kind of not. It's going to be the same story that I know. Another one here, we got Xenogears, which is on my bucket list of games that I absolutely have got to finish at some point in my life. I've started this game twice, like I said at one other time in another video. The first time, I remember what happened the first time. My game glitched, is what happened. I was about 10 hours into it, and for some reason I had gotten to this town, and you were supposed to just be able to walk into the town from the world map. And I was walking all over the world map, and I would cross over this town, and it would just go right over. And for some reason, I could not enter the town. And I remember just going crazy, and I went everywhere else possible, searching to see if I had missed something that wasn't triggering it right. I got online, and I remember, like, even way back then, I finally found a video of somebody going into that town, and they just walked right into it. And I was like, you've got to be shitting me. Like, what is the deal? So that's what happened to me the first time playing through Xenogears. The second time, which was a couple years ago, I just got burned out on it for some reason. I don't like the mech stuff, honestly. The mech stuff is really hard for me. When you move into battling in the mechs, and it gets a little more complicated, and you have to grind some, and you have to buy upgrades for your mech, and at the same time, like, you're battling as just Faye or whatever his name is, the main protagonist. So it's like you got two conflicting battle systems going on, and I didn't like it. But still, this time, whenever I do get to it, I'm going to push through that shit and just get there. So, anyways, guys, I just thought that I would show you guys some of the games that I have on my list that I want to play, that I need to play, that I feel like are important pieces to play. I just wish that I could just get paid to play JRPGs because I just love JRPGs so much, but they are a huge commitment. um, so yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys like replay games a whole lot? You know, some people like find a game that they just love and they just replay it over and over and over and over and over. And I think there's something really cool about that because you get to know the game inside and out. You get to know all of the characters, all the dynamics of the game. You get to know the story so well. Like you pick up things new every single time, in the same way that you do when you read a book or watch a movie. You know, there's new things that you experience every time with every playthrough. So there's that part of me that's just like, man, I'm just gonna like dive into Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, and I'm just gonna play the shit out of them, you know, and like just fuck all this other games, you know. But then I also don't too, because I like to buy games and I get excited about games and the possibility of playing them. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys experience. What happens with you? Do you replay games a whole lot, or do you have this big pile sitting there that you're planning to play at some point, like me? Um, how do you guys make that decision? All right, peace out.